So hello guys, and welcome to a video. This is a settings video that I will describe and explain my settings and why I use my settings like this. Let's start. Video options is my controls. Aim sensitivity is 90%, soldier zoom aim sensitivity is 60%. I mean, you can choose your sensitivity as you like, but this is what I like the most because I rather choose to be precise rather than like fast. So before, like a few months ago, I was playing with 100 and 100. Then I think that this is better because in terms of tracking and visually, like really visually seeing other enemies rather than I aim, spotting them better while I'm aiming and tracking targets. I feel comfortable like this, but it's your personal choice anyway. So then I only changed my sensitivities in this page. So we go to control schemes. I use custom controls. I will come to this issue later on the video. So we will come to this place because this is a bit tricky. So we go advanced. Here's aiming left right acceleration. So I put it on 0 because there's a reason, and an important one, which is in default you get it like 50% of this, and I put it on 0 because I want consistency while aiming down sights. For example, if it's like 50 or higher, there's a visible acceleration on your aim. So which means you can't be consistent. You can be consistent, but it's very hard to get used to it. But with 0, you always aim with the same speed. That's why I put it on 0, and I think it's really important. Then my uniform soldier aiming is on again. In default this is off, but I definitely choose putting it on because when I put it on, no matter what sight I use on my weapons, it's always the same sensitivity. That's why I like it. So there's coefficient, I didn't touch it, and I didn't touch any of the vehicle aiming things. So as these as well, I didn't touch it. So we go controller tuning. My vibration is definitely off, and I really recommend you use it off because I don't know. I feel like uncomfortable with it when it comes to recoil control and anything else. I like it off, and I recommend it using off. So my sense of dead zone is 10%. I didn't touch the other ones, but I put it on 10% because I have no stick drift around these values. That's why I put it that way. If you receive any stick drift, you have to put it higher. So we come to dead zones and thresholds. These things should be as low as possible because it's basically when it's a high value, it's just basically delay your aim, down sight speed, and shooting speed. It's very simple and a must, I guess. Then we go gameplay. So here I changed my motion off because I don't want anything to move while I am just concentrating on the enemies and people in the game. So then my kill log is show, and I use kill log weapon icon and name. Yeah, kill log is important. I think many of you are using it already. And here the thing is, for example, you're playing in a public match and your squad mate died in the next room. you will probably want to know what killed him. Like for example, if a shotgun killed him, you would like to take a position according to the enemy's weapon, if you know what I mean. So I really think it's important to put on. I played my kill log off like a year. I mean, because I don't like many details on my screen while playing, but it is really necessary. Then I hide my awards just to more concentrate on the game rather than what happened to my weapon level and stuff. I don't care. So then, yeah, here's crosshair section. Here, my reflecting dark side glow is 150% because I find it important personally. It's a personal choice again, but to me, if it glows more, I can see my sight clearly when there's a backlight. I mean, how can I say it? For example, if I'm aiming down sights towards the sun, okay, and there's an enemy between me and the sun, for example, on a rooftop, I can see my lines, purple lines. You know what I mean? So my color is purple as well here. I put it purple and pinkish purple because when it comes to seeing the enemy and your line and the environment, it's pretty easy to spot the color, the pinkish purple color, because there's no such environmental detail or decoration in the game which is purple. Maybe in Provence there's some like I don't know, plants, but you know, I'm a close quarters guy, so I really think purple pinkish color is comfortable. So then we move on. I changed my headshot color to red because just I like it. It's totally personal choice. Then here's the thing. I use my minimap on food zoom radius at 75 rather than 50. I didn't put it higher because I'm playing on close quarters like almost every single time I play this game. So I don't need a large map coverage when it comes to my game style, but it's always, it depends on your gameplay. For example, if you're a sniper in Iwo Jima, you probably want it like in a high value, but for me 75 I feel good, and my minimap size is 120 just to maximize the details that I can, the hints that I can get from the map. So my default icon opacities are like this. There's a reason for that, because it's very important for me, and when I changed it, I had a big relief, because for example, I'm facing towards an objective, enemy or friendly, it doesn't matter. I see the big icon of the objective, for example, B flag or B objective, doesn't matter which mode. And when there's an enemy between you and the objective icon, you will probably die if you use it on high values, because you can't clearly see the enemy because of the icon closing your view. That's why it's important, and it's like 35, 85, 100, 60, 80. It's basically all the same reasons. I'm just focusing on the enemies, as I said again. Then ADS, icon opacity. Like when I'm aiming down sights, I only care about killing people. I'm not doing anything else, so I'm not gonna walk in an objective aiming down sights to capture it. I will walk in aiming down sights to spot and kill enemies. So that's why you don't need to see where the objective is when you're aiming down sights, actually. So these are my values again. So if you go to the advanced, the first thing we see is a camera shake scale. It is very important in my point of view because the minimum this value is, the less shake you will get from the game, from the explosions and anything else. So I mean, if I had a chance to put it on 0, I would, because I don't want no cinematic experience. I already had my cinematic time with this game, so I'm just focusing on, again, as I said, killing people, and I don't want no obstacles between me and the enemies. So this is why I use it on minimum value. I use my soldier auto leaning off because I don't want no surprise from the game. This is Battlefield, you know. It just can mess you up by auto leaning and get you out of cover. So that's why. Then my soldier aim assist zoom snap is 0 because I'm an aggressive player and I'm going for multi kills in public. So when I go, like when I try to flank enemies, like and there's multiple people, the most important thing for me is the target prioritization. If like there's, let's say, 5 enemies in front of me and one of the enemies just spotted me, I need to kill the one who spotted me first, even though he is far away or no matter what, because if he kills me, it's over. I mean, the flank is over. So if you put it on your aim assist zoom snap, you can't really target the enemy that you want, because it will pull your aim to the nearest center mass. That's a big problem for me. If I would be a defensive only LMG camper, I would use it on 100% because it's all about 1v1 gunfights and stuff. But no, I use it on 0. So that's also it from gameplay advanced. So we can go to audio. My music volume is 25%, and I did this because I enjoy the music in this game. Like the tracks are awesome for me, but like in the end of the matches, there's a bit like the music kicks in. It's very loud. You can't hear many footsteps and things. So I put it on 25% because I still wanna hear it though. But as I said, it's just blocking my gameplay. Then I use 3D headphones, like default PlayStation 5 headphones. That's why I use the sound preset setting on 3D headphones. You can like adjust it as you like. Then I didn't touch anything here. And then video. We're in the most important place. My brightness is 63%, and this is again a personal choice. It's depending on the room that you're in and your screen and stuff. And my field of view. So I'm using it on 90, but I used to use it on 105 or any other degree between 90 and 105. So it's again a personal choice between 90 and 105, but I don't really recommend going down below that. I mean, it's my view, but I put it on 90 because I feel like I can't see the enemies when it's higher than it. I mean, it's delaying my vision and reflexes. That's why. So vehicle third person field of view is 95 because, for example, you're using a tank or a plane, you kind of want to see your back a little bit. For example, an assault guy coming with a dynamite, you want to spot him, right? So the maximum you can get is the best here. So ADS field of view, this is very important actually. If you put it off, your accuracy will go down. I mean, this game has already have a huge mistake as random recoil stuff. That's a big mistake. It's like just basically just crashing your gameplay. And if you put it off, your accuracy will go crazy sometimes. And ADOS field of view, you can put it off if you're playing a sniper or a bolt action rifle or like semi-auto sniper and stuff. But with automatic weapons, I recommend it use it on. But of course, if you want, you can use it off or on depending on any single weapon. But this will help you control your recoil and yeah, definitely this will help you control your recoil. So my motion blur is 0%. This is again a personal preference, but in 0%, I'm more aware of my environment usually. So ADS DOF effect, I use it off because I don't want no blur effect when I'm aiming down sights around my sight, outside of my sight. That's it. And then we go last 4 effects. These are just for cinematic experience. I put it off. So now we can advance to controls and control schemes. I use soldier buttons on custom. So on custom, let's see with triangle my custom button mappings. So here I changed pretty much, like I messed up with my controls and it's really good for me. You don't have to do every single thing, I'm just showing how I play. And start, I want to show you my jump button. It's L1 and vault and parachute deploy. Like basically everything I do with X previously, I'm doing it with L1 button, like these 3. Then I changed my melee attack bayonet charge and activate strafe to lean while zooming. Here you can see I put it on circle because like many of you can as many of you know, like going crouch or prone or sliding with R3 button is like much more advanced and advantageous thing to do, because you can aim while going crouch or going prone or even sliding. You can keep your center mass, your center of the screen on enemy while doing these things. So I sacrificed my melee attack with circle. Yeah, it's harder to melee with circle, but believe me, it's like giving its fruits, like since the minute 1. So I throw grenades. I throw grenades with R1 because I'm jumping with L1. And here, activate strafe to lean while zooming. I mean, I'm leaning with L3 because I'm using R3 to crouch. That's why. So, as you can see, sprint slide R3, crouch toggle prone hold R3. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for your time and see you in the next video.